So the next important OCI AI service that we will learn is OCI Language. So Oracle has kept a very simple name here, OCI Language, right? What it is. So it says that it performs sophisticated text analysis, right? So guys, remember we are talking about text here. So there's no voice involved here, right? So it's actually reading or it's actually going through the text data, right? And it has machine translation at scale with OCI language, which helps to process unstructured text. Now you might ask, but what is unstructured text? So unstructured text can be your reviews. Let's say we talk about your Google reviews. It could be your Twitter feeds, right? It could be your Facebook messages, all right? So all these are kind of, you can say unstructured text. And from that unstructured text as an input, you need to gauge the sentiment analysis, right? So sentiment, when we say sentiment analysis, it is all about whether it is a positive sentiment, whether it is a negative sentiment, or whether it's a neutral sentiment, right? It's pretty simple, right? So let's think about it that let's say you are a business, right? You are running your own pizza shop, right? Or you are a big business, right? Obviously, you are basing your, say, future, say, trends on the feedback that you are receiving. So now this feedback that you are getting from various customers could be in the form of reviews, Twitter feeds, Facebook. Now you just want to analyze, you want to go through what's the sentiment, how positive it is, how negative it is. And this is all an OCI language tool can really do it for you. So it can detect your languages. It even supports up to 100 languages. So, and it's based on the unstructured text. So it's not a kind of any relational text that you are actually giving it, right? So we say that it can perform entity recognition. So it can identify and categorize the entities within the text. So let's say this is a complete text, right? From this text, it can actually get several entities. What specific entities are you talking about? Are you talking about some names of the people, place, organization, which actually helps in the data sorting and analysis, right? So just think that you gave some piece of text, and from that piece of text, it's able to identify. So it goes through it and it's able to categorize. So it is able to give you a category, right? Which category it belongs to. Does it belong to the food category? Does it belong to the service category, right? If you are, let's say, a pizza company or a restaurant business, right? So it's able to figure out the entity out of it. And as I said, it's all about sentiment analysis. Like when you're going through the Twitter feeds, maybe you place a human who's actually going through our Twitter feeds, all the Google reviews, or you can put it through machine learning or through the OCI language. So all it is doing is actually flagging whether this piece of text is a positive sentiment, a negative sentiment, or it's kind of a say a neutral sentiment. So here we've given some examples here. If you see sentiment, so I bought this keyboard for my work at job and I'm currently doing. So it's like a positive sentiment, right? I love the feel of this keyboard and the fact it doesn't make all the racket and noise like mechanical keyboards, right? So it's taking it as a positive sentiment. This is all about sentiment analysis. Right. So as I said, it can actually cover about 100 languages. So OCI language can automatically detect the language of the input text and supports multiple languages. So it's kind of a globalized say machine learning tool, you can call it that way. So it's not only that it understands English, but if you are putting in French, German, it understands that, and it can even translate it for you. Let's say if you want to get a global footprint, okay, I want to map all the different say feedbacks that I'm getting across the globe, but I just want to see it in English, right? It can even do that for you, right? So it does have an intelligent language detection mechanism, right, which supports around 100 languages. And yes, it can extract the key phrases or terms from the text, which helps to quickly identify the most relevant information or topics. So if you see here, the key phrases example, it's taken a keyboard is a key phrase, mechanical keyboard is a key phrase, say condition is a key phrase, right? So it's trying to identify certain key phrases which helps to understand the sentiment or of the user, right? So, and the service can classify text into predefined categories, right? Making it useful for sorting and organizing large volume of data. So something around entity recognition, it's quite similar to that. As we said, you can identify and categorize the entities within the text, right? So the text classification allows that. A very important point, guys. So the OCI language can easily be integrated with other OCI services, right? So Oracle has a plethora of services in terms of data analytics, Oracle Integration Cloud, business intelligence. So you can actually integrate the data that is coming from OCI language into all these services, right? So it can really enhance your data analytics capabilities or business intelligence capabilities as well, right? And quite important, it's not that you just simply use out of the box. You can even customize your machine learning model. So it is, and we will we'll see in anyways in the demos as well, the users have the option to customize the machine learning model to best fit their organization. So there is never a one size fits all, as we call it. So it does allow you to either use the predefined models, right? Or you can actually customize the models as per your say specific needs and your terminologies, and which helps to improve the accuracy and relevance of the analysis. And yes, it's a very easy to use interface. It has got straightforward APIs. When you work on it, you'll see there is a simple integration as well into existing applications and workflows. And it has a wide range of applications across various industries, including customer service, as I talked about the feedback mechanism, right? So you're looking at Twitter feeds, you're looking at Google reviews, social media monitoring. I talked about Twitter feeds, Facebook, content management, and there can be several use cases. But remember, it's text-based analysis. OCI language is text-based analysis, which allows machine translation. It can identify up to 100 languages. It can even translate between, say, around 30 or 40 odd languages as well. And it can work, or it can process the unstructured text for sentiment analysis. You can recognize the entities. You can classification, and you can even perform translation and much more. So with this, we come to the end of the lecture on OCI language. Thanks for watching.